Your Pac-Man GP. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you another invention today, and I hope you like it. Uh, Before that, I would like to just subtly inquire. I hope you had a very good weekend. Uh, Even I had a good weekend, but side by side, I also had to prepare for this video. But yeah, it was an interesting weekend. Nevertheless, did a little bit of traveling here and there. So without wasting any further time, I would like to present today's invention. I would like to first present my screen. So just bear with me. So the title of today's invention is a thermoelectric stirrer for cooking utensils. So what is thermoelectric basically? I would just like to dwell into that before starting off with my explanation of the invention. So thermoelectric means something that is related to heat. So when heat energy is converted into electric energy, we say that it is a thermoelectric effect is sort of achieved. Okay, so there are many sort of appliances where heat is captured from one place, and then that heat through certain uh, applications or certain devices, certain known devices, is converted into electric energy, and that electric energy is used to power certain other appliance. So we say that the other appliance is working on thermoelectric electricity. Okay, so today's invention is a stirrer, and it is a thermoelectric stirrer for cooking utensils. Okay, so this particular stirrer, which is used for stirring in the cooking utensils, it is powered through thermoelectricity. Okay, that is what it means. But before I move towards the actual invention, I would first like to talk about the problem statement or the drawbacks which the inventor has identified in the prior art. So what are the problems which the inventor has identified? First and foremost, what the inventor has identified is that there are certain delicacies that require constant stirring. Okay, but the action of stirring by the user, it is usually a manual action. Okay, that means that the user, the person who is cooking, has to stand in front of the gas stove, and they have to physically stir the food that is being cooked so that it doesn't get burnt with their own hands. So, I mean, it is a time consuming activity, as well as it is a very tiresome activity. So this is one of the problems that the inventor has identified in the prior art. Another problem which the inventor has identified in the prior art is that okay, there are certain stirrers that are already available in the market, which work on which work on some kind of automation, or through power input. Okay, so therefore such kind of stirrers have a wire which has to be connected to a plug, and it has to be switched on, and the stirrer starts operating. But again, here the stirrer has to be held by the user in their hand, and the action of stirring has to be done with the hand by the user. Okay, so that is again causing somebody to give their full-time involvement and attention to the action of stirring. So that is another drawback which the inventor has identified in the prior art. So in order to overcome these problems which the inventor has identified, such that the human intervention totally is obviated, or it completely is avoided, what the inventor has done is they have conceptualized this invention. So what is this invention? We come to that now. So this is the sectional front view of the thermoelectric stirrer which the inventor has invented. It is denoted by the number 100. I will urge you to follow my pointer. I will be using it to point all the components which I'm going to explain now. I will just explain the basic construction of this invention first. So number 100 is the thermoelectric stirrer. I will start from the bottom. The thermoelectric stirrer, as per an embodiment of the present invention, it has a thermoelectric power generator, which is denoted by number 116. It is a round structure, and this round structure is placed around the burner of a gas stove. Okay, such that whatever heat that is coming out of the gas stove, it is absorbed by this thermoelectric power generator. Now, how the heat energy that is absorbed by the thermoelectric power generator, how it is converted into electrical energy, that I will explain a little later. The thermoelectric generator, power generator, is then connected to the top portion, which is the adjustable handle denoted by number 102. It is connected through the insulated electric connections. So this is an electric connection. It is made up of copper wiring, and it is an electric connection between the thermoelectric power generator and a hollow bulge of the adjustable handle. Now, why hollow bulge? Okay, you see this trapezoidal structure over here, the inverted trapezoidal structure. It is a hollow structure, and a motor is placed inside that particular hollow structure. Okay, so the motor is denoted by 112, and the hollow bulge is denoted by 102D. Okay, this 102D hollow bulge is part of this adjustable handle. Okay, the adjustable handle also has a knob for holding from the top, and it has two arms, 102A and 102B. So what is the function of these arms? That also I will explain in the next drawing. So this is the general construction of this motor. One small aspect which I missed out was that the motor that is placed inside this hollow bulge, inside this hollow structure, it has an output shaft. That output shaft is connected to this central spindle of the stirrer. The stirrer is denoted by the number 104, and the blades of the stirrer, these are the blades of the stirrer, the spiral blades. So these are connected or attached to the central spindle. So this is the general construction of this invention. I move on to the next slide for explaining the working of this invention. So how is this invention actually working? So as I mentioned, the thermoelectric power generator, which is denoted by the number 116, it is sort of adapted around the burner, and the burner is switched on. And before that, before the burner is switched on, the user, what they do, they place a vessel, okay, a cooking vessel, which is denoted by number 206. It is a utensil basically. Okay, and it is placed on a stand. Okay, so this is the stand, okay, which is denoted by number 202. Okay, so this stand, it is directly exposed to the flame coming out of the burner. Okay, so that the utensil 206, it can get heated, and the food inside that is maintained inside the utensil, it can get heated and cooked. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this thermoelectric power generator, it is placed around the burner. Okay, and the gas burner is switched on. On the top, what we have is that the two arms, 102A and 102B, they are adapted around the edges of the utensil. So this is how this entire assembly, or the adjustable handle 102 can be adapted around any utensil of any size. Okay, so depending on the size of the utensil, the arms can be adjusted. The arms are made of polymeric material, which is also heat resistant at the same time, because the utensil is going to get hot. So because of the heat, the polymeric material should not start melting. So therefore, it is made up of a heat resistant polymeric material, which is also flexible in nature. And since it is flexible in nature, both the arms 102A and 102B can be stretched by hand and adapted around the edges of the utensil. Okay, so this is how it is placed. Okay, now coming back to the thermoelectric power generator. The thermoelectric power generator, a lot of students from electrical engineering or electrical engineers would understand this. This is regarding semiconductors. So there is a material which is made up of P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. So a combination of P-type and N-type semiconductors are used to construct or to sort of make this thermoelectric power generator. Now, the inner side of the thermoelectric power generator, which is circular in shape and which is facing the flame, that is the hot side. And naturally, it will be the hot side because it is facing the flame. And the outer side, which is facing the atmosphere, or it's on the outside, that is the cold side. So therefore, there is a temperature differential that is getting generated between the hot side and the cold side, because the hot side is getting heated and the cold side, it remains relatively, it remains relatively lesser hot, you can say, or you can say it remains cold. So because of this, a thermocouple is generated, a temperature differential is generated, and there is an effect in physics which is called as a Seebeck's effect. That Seebeck's effect is triggered, and because of which electric current is generated, because of the temperature differential that gets generated between the hot side of the thermoelectric power generator and the cold side of the thermoelectric power generator. There is a differential because the temperature on the hot side and the cold side is different, right? So therefore, there is a differential, and therefore the electric current is generated through the semiconductor material. Okay, and that electric energy is then transferred to the hollow bulge and to the motor. Now, once the electric current it reaches the motor starts operating, and since the motor starts operating, the spindle of the stirrer, the central spindle of the stirrer, which is connected to the output shaft of the motor inside the hollow bulge. Okay, here I'll again urge you to follow my pointer. The output shaft starts rotating and the spindle starts rotating, and therefore the blades of the stirrer, they automatically start rotating. So this is the general working principle of this particular invention. I'll go to the next slide. So this is another perspective view of the present invention as it is seen in real time. Okay, so we see that there is a gas stove over here, and we see that there is a stand which is denoted by 202. The vessel 206 is placed on the stand. Below the stand, you can see the thermoelectric power generator. I mean, it is not seen properly, but you can just make out very partially, you can say. We have the electric connections, the thermoelectric electric connections over here. These are the two electric connections that are coming out of the power generator, the thermoelectric power generator, and behind the arms, it is reaching the motor, which is under the knob. Okay, and as you can see, the two arms, 102A and 102B, are adapted around the edges of the vessel. So this way, a vessel of any size and shape or any circumference, you can say, can be used. The stirrer will be able to adapt to any such kind of a vessel of any size and shape. So the inventor has made provision for that. That's a very good thing, in fact. So this is the general invention. This is the product. It's a very utility product. I'm sure a lot of people who are making or preparing delicacies which require lots and lots of stirring and which is very time consuming will find it very handy. The main technical advantage of this invention is that human intervention is totally obviated. A person can just switch on the gas stove and the stirrer starts operating, and they can just leave it there on a particular intensity of the flame, and they can go about with their other work also, and the stirrer will keep on operating till the gas flame is in a switched on mode. That is one very big advantage. And the second very big advantage is that it is a very self-sufficient kind of a product, such that it does not require any external power output. Okay, it does not require any external power output or any external power source, you can say, to put it correctly. It is a self-sufficient system because the heat that is generated by the gas stove, the same heat gets converted into electric energy, and the same electric energy is powering the motor, which is helping the stirrer to operate and stir the food items that are cooked inside the utensil. So that is a very big technical advantage. It is a self-sufficient product, you can say. Very nice product. I hope that the inventors will be able to commercialize it and earn a big profit out of it. So if you like this invention, I'm going to stop sharing. If you like this invention, please subscribe to my channel. And for more such exciting inventions, patented inventions, please wait up. I will be posting videos every Sunday. And please like, subscribe, and comment to my videos and posts. This is your Pacman GP.